Pacific Chief Economist for IHS Global Insight. And also in the Thai capital, we have Supong Lim Tanakul, Chairman of Strategic Studies at Bangkok University. Thank you very much for joining us. Sense from you on what's happening with these demonstrations, and what is it that you see on the streets of Bangkok?
This is a result of the culmination of many years now of this conflict that is dividing Thailand right in the middle in every single arenas and domains. And I think this is the show of force from the opposition who would like to dislodge this present government and the relationship with the former Prime Minister. So I think this is come to a culmination of some sort.
And we seem to be seeing a change in dynamics on the streets, aren't we?
You notice that in the parliament, because of the small number of MPs from the opposition, it's almost impossible to undo the government, and therefore the street protest has been used these days and has been in the past few years as another powerful means to try to influence the public on the ideas of how to bring down the government. And therefore, because of the conflict is so deep and the balance of power of both sides are almost equal when you take everything into consideration. And therefore, this is what you're seeing, a display of this conflict spill out from the formal politics in parliament onto the street.
Supong, do you support what is happening on the streets, and do you think there is enough going on there to bring down the government?
The situation is very, very fluid right now. I think there are two major reasons. One is the steamroller process that the government passed the blanket amnesty bill 4:30 a.m. in the morning. And also, secondly, the process of selecting the senators has been changed, and it has been challenged in the Constitutional Court, in which the Constitutional Court said that it is illegal to do so. So, as a matter of fact, I think it creates a vacuum of confidence from the Thai public that since the court said that the Constitution amendment was unconstitutional, the government lost its legitimacy as the leader of the population of Thailand. And the street protests, as we see now in Bangkok, in progress, is because people are very angry at the blanket amnesty that will let go 25,000 cases, of which it will cost Thailand taxpayers more than $5 billion.
But what is it that they ultimately want? I mean, the government was elected, so what is their end game here?
The end game is very, very unpredictable. If the government decides that they are going to use the velvet glove, they should right now call for the dissolve of the parliament and let things cool down for 90 days or 120 days for a re-election, so people can cool down and think and find some solution mutually acceptable for both parties. If they start to use force by using police, people will get hurt and maybe will get killed, and it will get out of hand again. It might repeat the situation of 2010, which we don't want to see.
Krinsak, talk us about the security situation on the ground. Yen Lak said that she's very reluctant to use force, but when do you think the military will be forced to take sides, if it ever reaches that point?
I would say the lesson has been learned by all political parties that force and crackdown and death because of the people who are protesting can bring harm to the government itself and those who order this crackdown. Therefore, I think they sincerely do not want to see a confrontation